Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic. We know that in English grammar there are such pair of words which are very confusing. Means sometimes we get confused that how can we use them or the meaning is same or different. Today we are going to talk about such a confusing pair, that is 2 and 4. So without any further delay, let us start. Now, what 2 and 4 are? 2 and 4 are prepositions because they are used to join to words, to phrases, to nouns, etc. So first we will see that how can we use 2 and how it is different from 4. We should use 2 in the following cases. Number 1, destination. Destination means a place where we have to reach. So when we talk about destination, that we are going something and we have to reach somewhere, we use 2. Like I am going to Paris or I am going to school. Here, the Paris and school are destinations, right? Next sentence. Please send him back to me. Can you found any destination here? Here I'm just saying to send him back, not to a place. How can I say that there is some destination? See, in this sentence, there may be no destination. But here I am talking about that how movement is taking place or direction of action. So we can say that to is used to indicate the place, person or thing that someone or something moves towards or the direction of something. Like as I said in the last example, please send him back to me. Here I'm talking about the direction because I am saying I'm saying sending back, right? Now, moving to the next point. To indicate a limit or an ending point means where the thing, the amount or anything is finishing up. Like the snow was piled up to the roof. Here, ending point is a roof. Means this is a finishing point. This is a at most point where snow can reach. So the snow was piled up to the roof. When we show ending point, we use to. Third point where we can use to is to indicate the distance. Like it's about 2 kilometers from my house to the market. Here I am talking about the distance between my house and the market. Or any other example can be like my house is 5 kilometers away from university. When I am talking about distance, then I have to use to. So 2 is used to indicate the distance. Now next point. 2 is used to indicate what time it is, or we may use to show a time period. Now I will repeat the same point in case of 4. Here how 2 is different from 4 is when we are using 2 to indicate time, we know what the starting and the ending points are. Like if I say it's a quarter to 6, here I'm using 2 to represent time, right? In the next sentence, I work 9 to 5. I know when I started and I know the ending point. Like I have started at 9 and I am finishing it or I will finish it at 5 pm. So when we know the starting point and the ending point, then we can use 2 to represent a time period. Next and the last point where we can use to is to represent a motive or a reason. Like, I came here to meet you. Can you see the verb in the sentence? Here is the verb, meet. So, to is used for a motive or a reason with a verb only. Because we can use a for representing motive and reason. So, this is the main difference, that whenever we are using a verb, we can use to. I will repeat the same point in case of for also. After completing to, let us move to for. For is used for benefits, advantages, or to indicate use of something. Like, fruits are good for your health. Here we are telling that yes, what are the advantages of fruits, or fruits are beneficial. So we are using for. Fruits are good for your health. This place is for learning English. Here I am mentioning the use of some place, right? This place is for learning English. So when we are talking about some benefits, advantages, or to indicate a use of something or some place, we can use for. Next point where we can use for is to indicate time or duration. Now, I have used to represent time or period. But at that time, I have just told you that we use to in cases we know the ending and the starting point. But here, we have lived here for 5 years. I know the duration, but I don't know when we started living, or when we will end, or when we have ended living. So, when there is no starting point and no ending point, we can use for to indicate time or duration. For is also used with the verb in ing form to show a function. Like, I am using this pen for writing a letter. Here I am doing some work, some function. And in such sentences, there should be ing form of verb, like for reading, for learning, for serving, for writing, etc. Now, the same point which I have just talked about in a to, that is motive or reason. But when we use a for to represent a motive or a reason, there should be a noun. Like, let's go out for a coffee. This is a noun. So we use for with a noun. Here I am stating this difference again. I went there to work, and I went there for a new job. Here, when I have used to is used with the verb. So, work is a verb. When I say I went there for a new job is a noun. So, we have to take care that when we use to and for to represent a motive or some reason, there should be a verb in case of to, and there should be a noun in case of for. So guys, this was it for to and for. I hope now the doubts are clear. Keep learning, keep watching.